Hi, my name is Palmer Trice. I'm with the Barnabas Center, and I'm here to invite you to Conversations for Couples. Those of us who are married got married because we experienced some sense of closeness. We come into that most significant relationship really wanting something, wanting intimacy, wanting to experience love, wanting to give it and to receive it. And we get married and things are so promising, and then life intrudes. Doing the basic things from carpool to errands to house projects, all of those things take time. And we're left in the day in and day out of everyday life going, how do we get closer? One of the ways that people often turn to is the thought that if we could just get away, the two of us, if we could have some extended time alone, then we'd recapture what we had before. And I sure wouldn't discourage you from that. I think those times can really make a difference. But we can't get there very often. We can't afford it. Schedules don't allow it. Life is too full. And so we're left with the question, how do we get closer in the midst of everyday life? Conversations for Couples is designed to answer that question. How do we take the conversations that you and I have every day, the building blocks of everyday life, how do we take those conversations and use them, change them, grow them so that they bring us closer together? In Conversations for Couples, what we're going to do is we're going to take questions like, how was your day? That often gets answered simply fine, and go, how do we talk about that, even if it's for just a couple of minutes, in a way that we end up more connected to each other? When I ask you how you're doing, how do we engage? How do you answer me? How do I ask you the next question in a way that we move toward intimacy? Now, there are things that keep us from getting there. There are patterns that we have in life. And so in this seminar, we're going to attack it from both sides. Both how do we do those conversations better so that if we change them today and change them tomorrow, we really do move toward intimacy. How do we change them? But also, what do we do with the things, the patterns that keep us from getting there? And those patterns are pretty universal. And we have to address those. And in fact, that's one of the places that we believe that God shows up, and we need His help if we're going to love differently, if we're going to move toward the closeness that God wants us to have in marriage. So come join us at Conversations for Couples. Learn how to do some blocking and tackling in everyday relationships where we take everyday conversations and learn how to step them up just a bit so that they take us toward the kind of closeness that you and I all want in marriage. Hope you'll come and join us.